Right, welcome back. We just had to, take you down memory lane. Two teams that had, shared destiny. Both of them not going to be in the top flight anymore. But we're not going to be doing the talking alone. Toby Emmanuel joins us now. Let me welcome you, Toby. It's always good having you join us, especially on a day like this where we have to be talking about managerial casualties. But we start from home. Welcome once again.
Thank you. Great pleasure to be here. And Cecilia, since Cecilia on set, it's been long having both of you together.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
But let's start you off. Did it come to you as a surprise, or it was just always going to happen since they weren't able to stay in the top flight?
Unfortunately, the biggest challenge with Shooting Stars is the administration. I must be sincere, because we have too much of interference from the state government, from the management, from the fans, and some stakeholders see themselves that we own 3SC. And until they are able to make sure that they put a demarcation, this issue, because this issues were there when Chief Onigbide was the sole administrator. When Mutiu Adepoju came, these issues came back. Now, these issues are still reoccurring. First, recruitment. As big as Shooting Stars, they don't have funds to recruit top players. You don't compete in the league and back academic boys, expecting them to mature over the night. Then coaching, stability, inconsistency. They brought in a Amoo. Amoo, to me, tried.
Yeah.
Against all odds, he tried, but the efforts were not enough. Now, this is an opportunity for you to allow him to stay. Now start the season and also regroup, and so that make sure we see the funds traveling. They had several issues, and they've said several times they want to sell the shares to the public. They want to go private public partnership. You've seen a lot of innovative. They keep saying, but it is a shame that a traditional team that played and represent this country in the CAF Champions League,
won laurels
for this country, they are still in that situation, being at the back front in administration. So what they just need to do, if you bring Jose Mourinho to Shooting Stars, if you don't put the structure on ground, Shooting Stars will be relegated over and over again. They will go on relegation. After some years, they will find stability. They will come back. And because it is government-funded team, and everything is government, politically influenced, the fans and some set of trustees and some people feel they own this thing. And I was in Ibadan when they had Banner on a foreign coach there. Even despite bringing the foreign coach Banner there, they couldn't still succeed. There was a match after he finished playing. The fans they bought what do you call it, Kane. This what Yoruba call Mankere. They brought that Kane. They were saying if they had lost the match, they were going to flog him. I was at the stadium.
Fans.
I was at the stadium there. So it's just alarming seeing this situation. When they sack Amoo, bring any other coach. If they don't put the management, don't put the structure on ground, and these players are being owed, for God's sake. The government should be definite what they want to do with Shooting Stars.
Can you separate results? Because that's a key question. Can you separate results from the things happening elsewhere? Or when you look at the results on one hand, you also have to factor all of those other issues, because people will tell you that a coach will be judged by the results, that other clubs too have all these problems.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's as bad as Shooting Stars, because
the Shooting Stars issue. Okay, let me use the Super Eagles coach situation. When Genatro came, the system was bad. Yeah. Things were terrible. We
haven't qualified for Nations Cup back to
back. The system was a very dicey job too. An ex-international in Sondolise started the issue. There was a lacuna. So he came in to plug in the holes. What he did was and he tested several players also, trying to see what is the league. Amoo also came. He tried to also do the same thing. But the greatest thing that helped Genetro, he had a free hand to operate. Genetro also, even when he was being owed salary, he told us here that he wasn't concerned about the salary. Then they had the structure. The state government also created an environment. But in Shooting Stars, even from player recruitment to player selection to even their traveling arrangement, that sometimes you're going to Maduguri, you need to leave. But the team the management will tell you, we don't have funds to go on a Wednesday. They want you have a match Saturday, they want you to go on a Friday or on a Thursday, mostly on a Thursday, so that you get there Friday. That's only one day. But you guys see, we're going to play academy in Maduguri. We need to go on a Wednesday. We rest Thursday, Friday. Then Saturday we play the match. But they tell you we don't have money for hotel for 2 days. We don't have money for feeding for 2 days. These allowances. And you finish a match, there are some state government who make sure that even if you are not paying salaries, they make sure transportation and hotel accommodation. These are things you make sure, and there are little bonuses. By the time you even say backlog salary, when government funds come, intervention comes, you offset those ones. But the structure making sure that these other things, and psychologically, a player that is not eating, has not eaten, you want him to die on the field, and now expect him to become this thing. So those problems exist in other clubs, but the management of those clubs help them to manage the situation, and then the coach also bring it. You can't say Amoo is a bad coach. I don't think he's a bad coach.
No one has said
some of those matches you've seen, we saw some of those matches they played. They were matches they did very well, and some they lost.
Okay, now I understand why some sincere said just couldn't cope with.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it at that. We're still talking about managerial casualties, but we'll do that after the break. Let's go on a break. When we return, still so much for you. Sports this morning.